Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So I already did all my prep work. I forgot to record all of that, but here I'm just measuring. Some of the nail tips were a little wide, so I had to file the sides of them. The nail tips I'm using will be linked down below. If you want to skip through all of this, I'm going to put a timestamp in the comments down below when the design starts. This is going to be a freestyle set. My client is actually my coworker and my friend, and she usually lets me do whatever I want. So shout out to Yami for letting me freestyle on her. And I'm not going to take 100% credit for this design because she adds her input as well, and we both just kind of create this magic. Here I am just etching the nail tip. This is so the nails can adhere better to your nails. I believe there's a product that will chemically etch the nail tip, but I don't have that, so I'm just doing it this way. And the only thing I don't like about this is like the dust getting all over the place, but I don't have that product, so this is just another easy way. So this is a bonder. This is actually a dip bonder, but I still use this and it's been great. I haven't had any issues. In case you're wondering what a bond is for, this is basically just another product for better adhesion, like with any nail enhancement. Your next step after using a bond is a base gel. You can use any base gel. This is just the one that I had in my desk. I've been doing it this way for a few months now, and when I tell you my clients come back with all their nails on after a month, I'm not lying. So yeah, I definitely recommend using a base gel or a soft gel. Either one. I've tried both and literally no lifting. Clients love it. So yeah, give it a try. So this hang extend on gel is what I'm going to be using on the nail tip. And this is just the lamp that I'm using. They're both from the same brand, and I think it's local, but I mean, I can try to link it down below in the description box. So I put some of that hang soft gel on the tip. I think it'll show here in a minute how I do it. But yeah, I put it on the tip and then I just push it down onto the natural nail, and you cure that for like a few seconds, not too long, because we're just going to keep moving on to the next finger. I try not to put too much just because I don't want it to like spill out of the nail, like onto the cuticle area or even underneath. I don't want it to be like, I just don't like when it spills out of the nail, like on the free edge, on the cuticle area. So I'm just putting a little bit, but enough to where it's gonna spread throughout the whole nail, if that makes sense. I should probably create like a short video showing you some like up closer how this looks, but the quality of the video kind of sucks if I try to zoom in. But on this thumbnail, you're gonna see that, I don't know if you can tell, but at the very tip of her natural nail, the tip is kind of separated. So for that, I just grabbed a liner brush and I put some gel in there because clients don't like when things can get into the nail, like in between the nail tip and the natural nail. I wouldn't like that neither, so I try to make sure to like seal that or cover it or whatever. So after I did that, we cure the nails under the lamp for 30 to 60 seconds. So after making sure everything is cured, um, I'm pretty sure you can find tips already like medium length, short length, or whatever, but this is all we had, so I have to clip these down to whichever length she likes. And this little nail tool, I made it myself. I just glued like a nail form to a nail file, and it's been helpful. So I don't have to do too much filing just because these nail tips are already tapered. But yeah, I just kind of had to like even everything out and just, make them look a little more crisp. And yeah. My nail file is a 80/80 grit file. And sorry about moving the camera around a lot. I don't know what was going on. But yeah, this is a 80/80 grit file. And after a few uses, it kind of dulls down very quick. So I like using it a few times and then I, get rid of it and take out a new one. But yeah, in case you're wondering, 80/80 grit file. So for this part, I'm using a flat top fine barrel bit. I got this one from my local nail supply. You can find some on Amazon or just on any other nail supply store website. Um, But yeah, I definitely recommend you check out your local nail supply store. I don't know if it would be less expensive or more expensive, but yeah, I got mine from my local nail supply. So yeah, just make sure you're sealing your cuticle area and try to be gentle on this part. Don't dig into the cuticle because you don't want to damage the natural nail. And after using that bit, I'm using my sanding band, and this is a fine sanding band. And I just go back over it a little bit just to kind of like smooth it out a little more. What I mean by smoothing it out is just making it look blended. I want to make it look blended as much as possible. So the next step after filing and drilling and sealing and perfecting, we are going to buff out the nail and just smooth it all out so we can get ready to polish. You don't have to worry about making it like too smooth just because you want your gel to kind of stick. It has to be a little rough, not too rough, but just enough to where the gel polish is going to stay on and not peel off. This gel polish that I'm using is by iGel and it's called Cozy Cashmere. You can use any nude polish that you prefer. If you have any recommendations, comment down below and let me know so I can check them out. I don't know if any other nail techs feel the same way, but I feel like it's kind of difficult to find like the perfect nude gel polish. So yeah, I would definitely love if you recommended some that you think I would like. That would be awesome. Thank you. But yeah, I'm just doing one coat of this and I'm not putting it on too thick. But yeah, we're just doing one coat and then we're gonna get into the design. So since we weren't really sure what the design was gonna be yet, I made them all nude. And I usually do this with most of my clients. If they don't know what they want, I like to put down a nude base just so I can design over it. You can't really go wrong with like a nude base and like, just you can put a French tip on top of it or you can do some swirls or something. But yeah, I had something in mind with the blooming gel and we'll get into that in a minute. After polishing them, I did have in mind like a marble design with a blooming gel, and these are the 4 colors I'm using. The blooming gel is from the gel bottle, and I'm starting off by just putting or polishing it on one nail first, and we're not gonna cure it yet because we need it to start spreading when I put the colored gel polish on there. So don't cure it, and yeah, you just kind of go from there. Honestly, I wasn't sure how I was like what I was really trying to go for. I just knew I wanted to like try out like a marble with the blooming gel. And I think I was putting on the color like a little bit too much, and you can see that I'm like cleaning up the sides. So it did get kind of messy, and just make sure you have like a paper towel, so you can kind of like clean off your fingers, because this does spread. I don't know if it's the blooming gel that I use that's a little more thick, or if I was just putting on the color thick. But yeah, I was kind of moving on the sides and stuff, so I had to just make sure to clean that up. This design is actually pretty simple and pretty easy. I feel like I was overthinking it at first just because I don't do this design a lot, so I wanted to practice it, and I love how it turned out. I feel like I started doing a lot better the second time around on the rest of the nails. The first one was kind of a little messier than the other ones, but it still turned out really cute, and I would do it a little differently next time just because I know now how it like spreads and how it works. So yeah, just want to add that in there. For the rest of the nails, we're doing a French tip with one of the greens that I used on the marble. I don't know if you can tell, but we were going for like a spring, like St. Patrick's type of vibe. The brush I'm using is by Nails by Dev, and I'll link it down below. I literally use this brush for everything, for all of my designs. I really love the brush. I literally have like extras for backup. So if you're looking for a brush, I really recommend this one. I have one at the shop that I work at, and I have some at home. And the one that I have at the shop, I have not even had to replace it at all. Like, this has been my ride or die brush, and it's just been great. Like, I've been using it for I think like a year now, literally like a year, or maybe even like coming up on 2 years without having to replace it. But I do have some backup ones, so just so you know, this is a good brush. The transfer foil that I'm using is the P&D brand. I got this from my local nail supply. You don't have to use this brand. You can use whichever brand you want. And after I put that on, I cure it in the lamp for 60 seconds. I think there are some transfer foils that need to be cured for like 90 seconds, but I did 60 seconds and it worked just fine. So I'm going to scrunch up my transfer foil and lightly pat it on the nail. The transfer foil sticks on very fast, and it's on there once you stick it on. So you don't want to like have to start all over if you like put the whole thing down on the nail. So that's why I scrunch it up. This NIS gel is from the salon owner that I work for. They had her and her husband had their own supplies and stuff. I don't think they sell them anymore because they used to have a nail supply and they closed it down. So the way that I use this gel is by putting down a very light layer, and then I top coat, and I don't cure it yet because I'm going to put the gems on there. This technique has actually worked really good for a lot of my clients. A lot of my clients have came back with all of their gems still on. I also like using the Mia Secret gel resin, but I didn't have my spray to dry the glue, well, the resin. So I did this technique and it still works pretty good. I guess both the Mia Secret glue and this technique have like their pros and cons. What I like about this is that after I top coat it and put the gems on, I cure it and it's top coated. I don't have to go back and top coat, like it's already done. For this part, I'm using the same gel and I'm going to put on this super cute gold butterfly. And after that, I just top coat the other nail and we cure it and we're good to go. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope you guys loved this design as much as we loved it. And thank you so much for watching.